April 1973. Tragedy and despair have struck Central Texas. A young college student named Maria Flores has seemingly vanished without a trace. She was last seen near the town of Newt more than 2 weeks ago, but with no physical evidence, the investigation has stalled. With few leads and even less hope, Maria's younger sister Ana Flores and a group of her closest friends set out to find their missing loved one. But any grief or sadness caused by Maria's disappearance would pale in comparison to the agony and despair they would soon discover. What awaited this group of youths was a nightmare beyond belief. The events surrounding Maria's disappearance would be just one of the many bizarre crimes later known as the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Ooh. I'm not gonna get excited about this one. Oh, Jesus. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's created by the same team that made Friday the 13th the game. It's actually really cool. I'm playing the... Okay, let me... Hang on, I can't hear myself. It's fucking loud. So this is created by the same team that made Friday the 13th. And this is the IP of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So it seems like they'll be updating this game and keeping it going for a while longer than like Friday the 13th. Because that game seemed like it had way more expectation, but then it just kind of dropped. The game's for free right now on Plus. You can grab it right now. I recommend it so far, just from the aesthetics alone. Well, I always say grab the Plus games, because you never know. Maybe one day you're bored, you go through your PlayStation Plus games, and then you're like, you know what, I'll try this out. Alright, sorry about that. The museum mode. Oh, they brought back the... Okay, it's fucking loud. They brought back the museum mode from, like, the Friday the 13th with the cabin. I got you. Let's check it out. I'm playing the PS4 version, so it's probably slower compared to the 5 version. Thank God it comes with the 5 version. You don't have to buy the fucking 5 version. Also, RoboCop's available on Plus. I don't think the music's supposed to be still playing. Oh, there it goes. It took a bit. Sure. Okay. Okay. Just making sure that nothing's connected. Huh. Hello. So this is supposed to be apparently the cabin version of Texas Chainsaw. Well, it's probably gonna have the puzzles and everything. So here. We have to lock the barn due to some teenagers trying to break in. If you forget the code, look at the cook's truck. Cook's truck. There was a truck. Oh yeah, there was a truck. Yeah, they probably expanded upon the museum kind of thing and made them probably more puzzly. What's this? Oh! You okay there?
Escape hatch. When Sally, Marilyn Burns, escapes by jumping out the window, the glass was actually breakaway sugar glass, made by Bob Burns and Mary Church. In fact, Mary did the stunt of jumping out the window. A mattress and some empty boxes were placed outside the window for her to land on, but setting up the shot took a long time. With the humidity of the Texas summer, the breakaway glass began to dissolve. When I went through it, I was like a glass woman because now I had little particles stuck all over me because the stuff was wet, Mary said. If they'd waited probably another 45 minutes, I don't know if there'd been any glass in those windows.
So basically, when the scene came to her jumping... Oh, look, there's more. I like how this is modeled from one of the houses from the original. It's been so long since I watched the Texas Chainsaw series. But I remember itty bitty parts here and there. I remember 2. I really like 2. Hello, hello. Alright, the cooks. 5468. 5468. Oh, against the camera. 5, 4, 6, 8. Hello? No, hello? Oh, nice. Oh, hi. Hi there, little fella.
Chicken Nugget. The game's composer, Ross Tregenza, used real chickens for the audio for Nugget. He luckily had a close friend and fellow composer that owned a farm with several chickens. The name Nugget was born from brand strategy lead Matthew Zepp. The name is a nod to the longtime nickname of his nephew.
That's kind of cool. Anything else in here? Probably just to look at the chicken. I like the sounds though. Car graveyard. Yeah, I think I remember. I think this is where they put the cars, people's cars and shit. Still think it's crazy that Toby Hooper said, you know what? For the sequel, I'm just gonna make it a dark comedy. It's scary, but it's a dark comedy.
Fake hammer, real impact. The scenes in the movie with the sledgehammer seem real, and there's good reason for that. Though the prop master Bob Burns made a fake hammer with a foam rubber head, there were still complications. Leatherface actor Gunnar Hansen recalled hitting actor William Vale while filming Kirk's death scene. I was completely charged up on adrenaline, skittishly hopping back and forth as if I were speeding. So when Bill tripped and I stepped out of the shadows, I actually hit him in the face with the sledgehammer. Fake or not, it left its mark. In the pivotal dinner scene, actor Marilyn Burns, who played Sally, was actually struck and bled. I went to the bucket, said Burns, and then Grandpa hit me over the head with the other prop that was a piece of steel, a sledgehammer. That hurt. That wasn't fake. As Hansen noted, some of the blood in Sally's hair is actually Marilyn's.
Oh my god, so they actually on accident used a real one, and she had blood in the scene, so when you actually see the blood, that's actually real. Oh my god. Poor Sally. Poor Meryl. Meryl. Look at this damn cursor's really slow. Turn that shit up. Not too high. Does it actually apply? Still feels very slow though. Probably in game. Okay, I don't think there's anything else out here. Let's try to figure out how we get inside. Maybe we use the same code for the front door. 5468. 5468. No? Okay. Pretty cool looking cabin. Already puzzled on the first puzzle of getting inside the house. It's cool that they got the... Is it actually the guy who does the narration? Hang on. Because it sounds like they got the original dude to return. Or they just got a guy who did similar. Sorry, I'm checking something. I'm just looking to see if it was him Narrator. No, I don't think they got him. He's still alive. Ow. Maybe look at his IMDb, because usually no, they never got him for the game. Probably because there's just too much reading dialogue, and he probably doesn't have time to read all the beginning narration and then probably all the dialogue in this museum mode. So it's probably they got a similar like, or they try to make their own thing. I thought it'd be cool if they actually got the original guy. Oh, haven't looked over here. Oh, we get information about something. Nothing. Oh, no information about the chair. How cool it looks.
Stop and turn. Gunnar Hansen's stop and turn move was an accident. The boots that Gunnar Hansen wore had 3-inch lifts to make him taller, though because of this, if he didn't stop suddenly and then turn, he would lose his balance and fall. The weight of the chainsaw also impacted his movements due to its sheer weight. So after falling on the first take, Gunnar stopped, turned, and one of Leatherface's signature moves was born. Kim Henkel would call it the Keystone move. The shot of his signature move was recreated in the unrated gameplay trailer of our game.
Oh, that's cool. I remember this game coming out, like I was excited because I was like, oh cool, it's created by the same team. So it shows that they're still alive and they're making a new IP. Praying that nothing happens to the game, and no, nothing happened. Well, his cloak kind of glitched there for a second. Hang on. Can I do it again? Photo spot. Oh, that's cool. Oh, don't tell me if I actually try to take a picture, he's gonna fucking... Okay. Oh, there's some story behind this armadillo.
The opening shot. The armadillo in the opening shot of the film was an actual armadillo that production designer Robert Burns found on the side of the road and taxidermied himself. According to Robert Burns, the original script called for a shot of a dead dog on the side of the road, and then the camera would pan to the green van. After further thought, Tobe Hooper felt the dog was too domesticated to show in that light and deemed it too horrible for audiences. This is when an armadillo was decided to be their best bet, as it fit as a symbol for Texas. Robert Burns then found a dead armadillo on the side of the road and took it home himself to taxidermy the animal. This is how the opening shot of the film was born.
So the shot of the armadillo was just found, and they thought, so it was gonna be a dead dog? Aw, can't leave. I want out of this hellhole. There's just another one over here.
Behind the scenes photo, Armadillo. The crew at Gun Interactive were able to recreate the film's opening shot of an armadillo. When executive producer Ismail Vicens and brand strategy lead Matthew Zepp started their long drive back from one of their production trips to Texas, they noticed a dead armadillo on the side of the road. They quickly pulled off to the side of the road, dodging traffic at highway speeds, and snapped as many pictures as they could. They knew that this was completely unsafe, but they just couldn't pass up on the opportunity to get this shot.
That poor armadillo. I got they had two of them dead. There's gotta be a code around here somewhere to get inside. This is... I went in! Whoa. Watch, just be like an hour long of me playing this. Just trying to figure out shit. I think that's what I liked about the cabin in Friday the 13th. It felt like I was a big fan, and it felt like... It just felt cool. But then I'll try some matches with randoms. I think that's the only thing I did notice on this game, was that it didn't have the single player option where you can fight against AI. You have to fight against players. You could do private match, but you don't play against any AI like you can in with the Killer Cons a space game and Friday 13th game. I think that's such a cool idea, so you can just sit there and farm on stuff. At least I got this game for free, so I didn't buy it. Where's a code? Sheesh. First puzzle! What's the code for the front of the house? You gotta look for it. I already spent like 23 minutes here. If it gets boring, I'm just gonna jump to start doing matches. $8736. Maybe that's it. Because all the other ones look too long and too short. One looks too long and one looks... So I might go with that one. 8736. 8736. 8736. 8736. Eight, 7, 3, 6. Damn. I didn't look at this one.
Booty shorts. A lot of shots were set up on the fly during principal photography by Daniel Pearl and Toby Hooper. One such shot, that Hooper would years later call the best shot in the film, was no exception. That shot, of course, being the iconic shot of Pam approaching the family house. Cinematographer Daniel Pearl was laying flat on a dolly with the camera tilted up. The goal of the shot was to make the house appear bigger and bigger in the frame as Pam approached it.
It is a pretty iconic shot. It's crazy how one movie can be so iconic and then the rest of the films be absolute dog shit. 2 is good. But I think like 3 to all kinds of other shit is just like... I need to watch a reviewer talk about all the movies. Rewatch the first one. Watch out for hearts, brains, and stomachs. Okay, this is really confusing. Okay, I think I know to get... I think I'll try to get the pictures. Maybe it leads up... Maybe that's what it wants me to do first. Maybe the stamp is... Special stamp is to the code inside the house. Hi, chicken nugget. What did chimp scare me? I was just sitting there like taking a picture of Nugget. And then... What has 7 arms but no head and 5 legs? I think it might be that chair. I did see that over here. There was a chair over here that looked like it had... What did it say? 7 arms, but no head and 5 legs. It kinda looks like it. Let's take a picture of it.
Hey there!
Oh, Jesus! Hi. What's next on the list? Cars. And then exterior. Pretty lady dance. Exterior. It does actually say where it's at. This is the front field. Front porch. It's gonna try to jump scare me again. Oh, here we go. This is exterior. Let's try to get the cars. Merrill Melodies. Okay. Nope. Nope. Oh.
Car radio. The song on the radio when the hitchhiker is picked up in the van is Roger Bartlett's Fool for a Blonde. Bartlett has said that Tobe Hooper chose the song because he thought the hitchhiker was a fool for Sally.
Interesting. Big think. Maybe it's this one? No? It's probably a special shot you gotta aim at. No? There's so many cars. Oh.
Car radio.
Okay. Car radio. Alright, I think I already got this one. Yep. This one? No. My brain hurts. I'm intrigued. Like, don't get me wrong. Oh,
Car. In a more notable scene in the original film, the cook approaches the house and sees the hitchhiker. They have an altercation at the truck where the cook beats the hitchhiker with a broom handle and clearly shows off the relationship between the two characters. The reason that the scene works so well is that it's entirely real. Jim Sedow, the cook, was actually beating Ed Neal, the hitchhiker.
Oh my god. They really did hate each other? Damn. That's probably why the first one just works so well, is because it's just how real it is at times. While the sequels just felt like they were just trying to be as deranged as they are in the other one, but it's like, it doesn't work. I'm not finding any of the cars. So it says... Well, oh, it did say, Pretty Lady Dance. I guess you call this a pretty lady. Let's go for it. No? I get pissed off when I fucking can't figure out a simple ass puzzle. I swear. It's gotta be... Maybe it's further? I don't know. No! Probably funny, it's watching a guy struggle here. And also probably boring, because, you know, but people today, these days. How about this thing? I think this might thing work. It looks like a pretty lady dance. I don't know. Oh! I guess that's it. That was a marrow melodies. Oh! Bone marrow! It's not a car. GKB 6386. Oh, it might be a license plate. Gurk. Might be a license plate or something. Maybe it's around the house or something. I don't know. Exterior. Pretty lady dance. Exterior. Well, that's not it. Maybe over here? I don't know. Maybe this might be a nod or something that I don't know. Oh. Maybe this might be it. This looks interesting. Oh. No? No? You know, I'm just gonna look up a video.
It should be probably easy though, like a scavenger hunt, they say. But let's go.
Let's just look up a video. You know, just...
Let's go. Let's go to the... I know it's probably the same one with swap. What's the pretty lady again? It's this one right there.
Oh, the pretty lady dance! I got it. Okay, that one... What am I doing? Bleh. The pretty lady dance. Leatherface dresses up as a woman, and you can switch his outfits. Duh. Yeah, someone's home. Duh. You gotta... Boop, boop. Then... And then the last one. It says it's in the car graveyard. Oh, there is a car with that license plate. It's like an old rusty truck. Ah, this is it. Ah. Here we go. So probably you gotta solve shit to get further on. Just like... Alright, turn this in. Perfect. Oh, that might be the code, 1973. Oh my god, that's genius! Oh, that's actually kind of cool. Oh my god, that actually worked. Oh, so rather than making them like trying to figure out with the computer, it's like a photo thing. Ah. Skull wall, family dinner, crisp drink Kringle, grandpa's arm candy, frames of fear, revoked licenses. So this is how you... Whoa. Why did it go dark? Oh my god, lighting. Holy shit. Okay, we can solve this on my own. Oh. Okay. So we gotta find the skulls. That was good enough.
He really cut her. According to Gunnar Hansen, he really cut Marilyn Burns' finger in the infamous grandpa feeding scene. The prop knife, designed to pump out fake blood, wouldn't work after several takes. Finally, when no one was looking, Gunnar Hansen removed the tape from the knife that made it dull and really cut Marilyn's finger. Knowing this, that would mean that actor John Dugan, Grandpa, sucked on the actual blood of Marilyn Burns.
Oh my god.
Kim and Toby before Texas. Kim Henkel and Toby Hooper met during the filming of Hooper's 1969 film Eggshells. 4 years later, they would go on to create the production company Vortex Inc. and co-create the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Another Texas Chainsaw actor was also part of the Eggshells cast. Alan Danziger, better known as Jerry to Chainsaw fans, co-starred in the earlier film.
Oh, that's cool. Look at them little fellas, they're all little 2D textures. Sausage. Oh, hi. I like how they make the death face just... Perfect, too. Oh. Fuck off. This ram died in a bad way. Oh. There we go. He died in a bad way. Shut the fuck up. That's a dude. That's a barrel of blood.
Cheap thrills. Screenwriter Kim Henkel has said that one of the reasons he and Toby Hooper wanted to make a horror film was their limited budget. If you have relatively little money, what are your possibilities? Henkel says. The clear answer was some sort of genre piece. Horror was the easiest because we felt that we didn't have to have any names in the cast. Production values weren't nearly so important as in some other realms, so it became the natural choice.
I get it. The little piggy bank. I got it. That's cute.
Possible titles. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre wasn't the first or even second title of the film. The first two working titles were Head Cheese and Leatherface. Head Cheese was the first working title of the film, though, for most of principal photography. Leatherface was the working title until late into production, when it was finally given the official title of The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Kim Hinkle and Toby Hooper intended for the title to be spelled Chainsaw, but once the press were sent information on the film, and when the original poster was produced, the spelling got twisted into Chainsaw.
So they were gonna call it with a cut in the middle of Chainsaw, but then it got released early and basically was made into I gotcha. Alright, what's on the list? Revoked the licenses. Oh, this looks like it. No? Anyone in here? Something. Ooh.
Friend of Leatherface. Since both of her parents were working on the film, 3-year-old Karina Nicolau was often on set and struck up a friendship with Leatherface actor Gunnar Hansen. He recalled their interactions. She had never liked my Leatherface mask. She was sitting with me one day while I waited for a shot setup. When Dottie, makeup artist Dorothy J. Pearl, came to put on my mask, it horrified Karina. As soon as it covered my face, she started screaming. I had Dottie pull it off. See? I said, it's just me. She calmed down, but when I put the mask on again, she started screaming again. I realized she was too young to make the leap, to see my transformation from Gunnar to Leatherface and understand that I was still under the mask. So I made sure she never saw me in the mask after that, at least until the unfortunate meat hook scene. Ashtray. Actors are paid varying amounts for their work in film. For his voiceover in the opening monologue of the film, John Larroquette was paid with a single joint. Recent reports, however, suggest that his rate has gone up.
A single joint. Hey, you wanna narrate my beginning? Here, have a single joint.
Preparing for the role. To prepare for the role of Leatherface, Gunnar Hansen went to Austin State School, which was a 95-acre residential and training facility for adults with developmental disabilities. He was there several days to pick up the residents' mannerisms and how they walked and talked. It was important to Gunnar to portray the character authentically, without making a mockery of those who suffer from developmental disabilities.
Oh, that's nice. Yeehaw! You're probably wondering, like, hey, come on, I want to see you try to chase some people. It's Leatherface or some shit. Yeah, I know.
The Apprehension Engine. Gun
Oh,
Interactive's own Wes Keltner led the direction of music for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game. One day, Wes was at home brainstorming, and in the background he had 2015's The Witch playing. He wasn't watching the film, but was more listening to it. The sounds and music in the film struck him as he was listening. He asked himself, what instruments are they using to make those unique sounds? It turned out, those sounds were created by an apprehension engine. Wes was able to track down Tony Dugan Smith, who makes roughly 6 of these instruments a year, and was informed that the apprehension engine took around 7 months to build. Wes then had the honor to have a meeting with film composer and creator of music for The Witch, Mark Corvin. It was at this meeting where Corvin said, forget everything you know about playing guitar and other instruments. Approach the apprehension engine like a child, and experience and discover. From there, the direction of sounds for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game were born.
So basically, he was brain. So they were making the game at that time. I wonder how long it's gonna be before they come up with the next game. Because it probably took him forever for this game. But at least it seems like they improved. Oh, what did I step on? What the hell did I step on? Oh, I thought he would have a little dialogue saying. Quick soda. Soda bottle, full of delicious soda, pop, or Coke, depending on your region. Well, it really depends. Oh, oh god, they keep copying and pasting her.
One outfit, 32 days.
Oh, jeez.
Actors only had one set of their wardrobe. The actors had to wear the same clothing for the entire 32-day shoot, 12 to 16 hours a day, 7 days a week. For fear of fading or being damaged, they couldn't wash the clothes. So the actors wore the same clothes unwashed for 32 days straight, in 95 to 100-degree Texas heat. According to the crew, Gunnar Hansen stunk of body odor worse than anyone on set by the end of the shoot.
Jesus. It's actually cool to learn the lore behind the making of not only the game, but the movies. Whoa.
Spring of '73. Kim Henkel and Toby Hooper spent January and February of 1973 writing the script, but production moved on rather quickly after that. They were shooting the movie by summer of 1973. Production manager Ron Bozeman would go on to work on another film that featured cannibalism. In 1992, he won an Academy Award as a producer for The Silence of the Lambs.
Oh, that's cool. The lore. The lore thickens. Oh, there we go. Skull was once of a mighty bison.
Box office success. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre grossed over $30 million at the box office in North America and sold over 16 million tickets. With inflation, the film would have made over $150 million in box office earnings today.
Holy shit! 150 million! And especially the budget they have and then inflation, that's like... that's a lot. God damn. I hate jump scares. Not because they easily get me. I just hate them because they're cheap. But when they actually are used right, they can work. What's in here? Hello, hello. What's this? Oh. It would be pointless to beat it. Shut the fuck up. Is that someone's cat?
Hitchhiker's camera. The make and model of the Hitchhiker's camera is a Polaroid automatic 230 land camera. It was manufactured and distributed from 1967 to 1969. This camera previously belonged to Maria Flores. The hitchhiker stole it after she was stalked and kidnapped by Johnny.
Interesting. There's a lot of fucking puzzles on this one. Oh, don't tell me this is like memories of like scenes from the movie. You have to figure it out. Oh, God. Wait, can I... Oh, okay, so you stamp. What's this? Ah, that might be the code for the next room. Oh, that's kind of cool.
Hitchhiker's pocket knife. This weapon is a nod to everyone's favorite unlikable character, Franklin, from the 1974 film. According to creative director Ronnie Hobbs and designer Rob Fox, they knew the likelihood of Franklin ever appearing in the video game was slim to none, so this was their way of including him as a small Easter egg.
Oh. Wait.
Hitchhiker's pocket knife. This weapon is a nod to everyone's favorite unlikable character, Franklin, from the 1974 film. According to creative director Ronnie Hobbs and designer Rob Fox, they knew the likelihood of Franklin ever appearing in the video game was slim to none, so this was their way of including him as a small Easter egg. Sissy's straight razor. After Kim Henkel and creative director Ronnie Hobbs finished designing Sissy's look and backstory, the only question left was what type of weapon would she carry. According to Kim's secret catalog of character concepts, he always envisioned Sissy wielding some type of straight razor, a small, portable weapon that could stay hidden until just the right time. It's petite and deadly, just like Sissy. It fit her personality perfectly. So even though the hitchhiker carries it in the original 1974 film, it did in fact previously belong to Sissy. As far as what happened to her, or where Sissy is during the 1974 film, well, that's a story for another time.
So basically... Oh, okay, I got you.
Jim Seadow's toughest scene to get right was the broomstick clubbing at the gas station. Since the prop was an actual wooden broom handle, he was afraid of hurting his fellow actor in the scene. After several takes of it looking fake, Seadow really struck his fellow actor in the final take. It was an exhausting shoot for everyone, but Marilyn Burns had it as bad as anyone on set. She did several takes of diving through the doorway of the gas station, and each time she would land knee first on the hard concrete floor, so many times that the floor tore up and severely bruised her knees.
Damn.
No living animals were harmed. Initially, art director Robert Burns wanted set pieces of real dead cats and dogs. The crew acquired dead animal carcasses from a veterinarian and actually tried to embalm them with formaldehyde. Makeup artist and production assistant Dorothy Pearl, at the time the wife of the film's cinematographer Daniel Pearl, was injecting a dead animal with formaldehyde when she accidentally injected into her own leg through the animal. Tobe Hooper then ordered that the dead animal carcasses had to be thrown out. The crew poured gasoline to cremate them, but the stench from the smoke from the bonfire started to make its way into the family house and added to an already foul stench set.
Ow! Hope she's okay. You know. Jesus. Hey. We left. Damn thing.
Makeup set. Gunnar Hansen shared a lot of praise for his fellow cast members. In the 40th anniversary Blu-ray release's audio commentary, Hansen notes that actor Jim Sedow, the cook, was probably the only actor in the movie who could look benign and then become extremely evil without any makeup.
Interesting. Oh. Who would live in this kind of house? I understand their cycles, but here, have an arm. Oh. Oh my god, is this supposed to be...
The dinner scene. The infamous dinner scene was a long, trying shoot. Plastic surgeon W.E. Barnes created the makeup for Grandpa, and it took nearly 10 hours to apply to actor John Dugan. A lot of pieces and parts went into creating Grandpa's look. But because they were down to their last set of makeup parts, the crew had to shoot every scene involving Grandpa all in one day. The grueling shoot was one of the hottest days of the production, with temperatures over 100 degrees. The set windows were blacked out with black plastic in a house filled with cameras and lights that reached as high as 120 degrees inside. Because of the extreme heat on set, the food at the dinner table started to rot. The smell on set was ghastly for the entire cast and crew. All of the bones on the set were real, and combined with the lights that made them burn, released an unbearable smell. The combination of the stench with the extreme heat made a lot of the crew sick, and they'd take frequent trips outside to throw up. In the end, the brutal set brought a real rawness to the film. The shoot in total lasted nearly 32 hours for some of the crew.
Jesus.
skin lampshades. Why was the film marketed as being based on true events? According to Kim Henkel, the film's marketing of being based on true events evolved over production. The famous crawl, for instance, was implemented to mark the story as an historical event that was more captivating, but wasn't meant to be taken seriously. Another inspiration for the story were tales Tobe Hooper was told by his family as a young child. They told him stories of a killer from Wisconsin that would use human skin for lampshades. This Wisconsin killer was the infamous Ed Gein.
There we go. It's really blurry. Perfection. Yeah. There we go. Alright, that's done out of the way.
Cheap.
Cheap. So I'm missing something else for this dinner scene. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, I'm thinking this scene, and then, well, this looks like kind of like that. This scene, oh, one. This scene. I'm just trying to guess on what exactly. Oh. Ah, I was right. I was guessing. I was like, yeah, I remember. There was like, their car broke down. They find the house. Someone gets kidnapped. One gets hooked, and then there's meat. I'm guessing the table. Alright, what else we got? Grandpa's arm candy. Oh. Wait. Grandpa's arm candy. Oh, that's probably why I put it on the table. But it's not, he's not triggable. What else I got? Revoked the licenses. Crisp Kringle. Crisp Kringle. What's a Crisp Kringle? Huh. Crunchy bones. Where's Chris Kringle? Oh!
Genuine bone furnishings. The bones used for props were real animal bones found at a veterinarian boneyard and a cattle pasture. Art director Robert Burns led the charge of designing most of the bone props, like furniture and light fixtures.
Okay, I'm kind of having fun with this.
Straight out of the 70s. The game developers at Gun Interactive and Sumo Digital Nottingham sourced real physical 1970s catalogs for the victims' outfits. In addition, they also used a huge online collection of early 1970s yearbooks from Texas high schools and universities to help ensure authenticity.
Oh, that's cool. See, I like that, where you actually get, like, not only backstory on the actual development of the first movie, but also the development of the game. Like, they had to sit there.
Curtain. Alan
Curtain.
Danziger played Jerry, the van driver in the film. He prepared for his first on-camera meeting with Leatherface by being blindfolded. When the blindfold was removed for the initial take, he was so terrified that he ran out of the room. Scaring a child. In the original movie shoot, the caterer, Sally Nicolau, was married to the location sound recordist, Ted Nicolau. The day they shot the meat hook scenes, Sally brought their then 3-year-old daughter, Karina, to set when she was delivering lunch. Unfortunately, little Karina saw Terry McMinn, Pam, on the meat hook and began crying and screaming. Her father recalled, "I was in the living room while we were shooting that scene, and she came running in and skidded to a stop and just went completely white, started screaming and crying, and went running out of the house."
Yeah, that would be terrifying for a little child. No shit. Alright, we got Grandpa's arm candy, family dinner, and revoked the licenses. I wonder what the revoked licenses are at.
Screenwriter Cutie.
Somebody moved. Oh, hell no.
Friend of Leatherface. Go.
That's what you gotta do.
Hitchhiker's camera.
I got that for picture. No more pictures of Julie. That's it.
Ah, find about. The one we need to do is find my dinner.
Ashtray.
Toby Hooper would probably be impressed by this game if he was still alive. He'd be like, damn, they made it fantastic. I swear this has gotta be invoked of licenses. They look like it. No?
Possible titles: The Texas Chainsaw
Yeah, I already listened to that. Alright, I don't know what's going on here. It says he's got a plate too. So there must be something else I'm missing. Okay. He got a plate, he's got a plate. Yeah, they all got 3 plates. So we need 1 more plate. Now, where would I find a plate? The chicken head thing is right there. Probably after I complete this, I'll probably work doing some matches with randoms. I wanted to do this map for a while, because I like the museum mode, where you basically solve puzzles and stuff. Oh, I see someone's watching. Hello. You're probably wondering if... Hello. I was wondering if someone was watching. Because I saw a thing pop up and I was like, oh. I'm playing this game. It's recently didn't recently come out, but just for Plus. It came out for Plus. And I thought I'd stream it because I thought, hey, it'd be cool. Eats food. Crunchy. Grandpa's room closed for renovation. I found an arm in front of it. Oh, here we go. Haven't been in this room. Nice. Here we go.
Toby meets the cook. Director Toby Hooper offered the part of the old man, the cook, to Jim Sedow after they worked together in the 1971 film The Wind Splitter. They were both a part of the cast in said film. Hooper and Sedow weren't the only Texas Chainsaw Massacre alumni to work on The Wind Splitter. Ron Bozeman was the key grip, Kim Henkel was credited as the grip, and Sally Richardson was the assistant director.
Knowledge. Ah, there it is.
Family name: The family has gone by several surnames throughout the course of the franchise. However, their original surname is Slaughter. Though never spoken in the movie, it can be seen in faint letters on the sign above the gas station, W.E. Slaughter Barbecue. According to Gunnar Hansen, art director Bob Burns made the sign. He said that Toby and Kim were mighty proud of coming up with We Slaughter.
Ah, that's cool. That's kind of genius. Oh. Interesting.
News of the day. Toby Hooper wanted to parody the news reports of the day, which he considered televised lies, and so devised the opening voiceover, famously recited by actor John Larroquette.
And they're really good. I'm shocked that they actually didn't get the original dude to come back, because he's still very much alive. I think it doesn't matter. I don't think it doesn't matter. It's over here. Oh, okay. Alright. I think it doesn't matter. One more. What's the last one now? Sorry, I was just testing to see if the mic was working. Oh yeah, let's finish the... Might as well finish the dinner plate scene. Only annoying part is you turn so slow. Here we go. It's not completed. What do you mean not completed? Ah, there we go. That was very confusing. Here we go. We need to find the one room though with the invoked license plates. Because we need one more. Big think, big think. Oh! So it's like a puzzle here too. It doesn't just shit them in on there. Just gotta place them in specific places. Where's the last puzzle? Where's the last piece? We're almost done with the puzzle, and then I'll just stop there. Can I turn the light on? There we go. I think it's... One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 1. Oh, I see now. I see now. I think it was it Mississippi? No, it was Tennessee. I don't think I have Tennessee. Oh, I do. And then what's in the middle? Mississippi. And then we have to find the last one. Where can we find the last license plate? Let me look up the video.
That's the end. Piece we need. What are books? We got something in the living room. Like Chris. It's like Chris. Actually, big dinner. Grandpa's arm candy. Let's just going back upstairs right quick. Make sure we didn't miss anything. I know y'all heard that. It is.
Hitchhiker's Pop.
What's up with me here? What's the plate say? Oh, it's gonna be for the dinner. Oh wait, so let's check our inventory right quick. Oh, we got hitchhikers. We got cooks. Oh, we need one more of this one, I think. Oh no, there's two of these. Two ones with
News of
Louisiana, Tennessee. Can't take it.
News of the day.
Tennessee. You can't take it.
Oh! It's right over here. Now we can complete it. Meat. Oh my god. It spells out meat. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, now we can take a picture. Wait a minute. Is this words? Oh! His eye candy. Meat! Is it? There we go. That was confusing. It looked weird. Ah, there we go. I misplaced. Figure out where the one thing was. Oh, is this more dialogue?
Grandma's rocking chair. The remains of the mummified grandma, or even any mention of grandma, was not in the original script. Art director Bob Burns added her into the set to show that there were women in the family's history.
Hi, Grandpa. Here, have an arm. I kind of predicted that one. Do not feed Grandpa. Yay! We completed more puzzles. Now we can go explore more. You know what? I'm having fun. Let's keep going. I'm actually enjoying this. Soda pop. Where to now? The hell?
Genuine bone furnishings.
Oh. Wait, that's a pop. There was a pop thing somewhere around. Okay, where next?
I did not check. Sure, that shit's locked. I guess we'll go.
Bloods.
Oh! We go downstairs. Okay, not that downstairs. That's the wrong one. Okay, we gotta fucking find our way over there. Here we go. And I missed this.
Blood spatter. One of the reasons that blood and gore are limited in the film is because Tobe Hooper and Kim Henkel felt that fear and intensity were more important. According to screenwriter Kim Henkel, he and Tobe Hooper reached out to the MPAA to discuss the guidelines to avoid getting slapped with an X rating. Apparently, the investors of the film were terrified that the film would get an X rating, so all these thoughts were front of mind during production. Ultimately, Hooper and Henkel's original vision of inflicting fear and intensity with the gore and blood implied worked to the film's benefit and made a bigger impact.
That makes sense. Less gore, more on the fear. And it made sense. And it worked. What's the code? Oh, the cola.
That is that was like
Let me try to remember.
19. I don't know if there's, but I think they do. This. Alright. So, a character with a knife arm. One of them, that these motherfuckers work.
There we go. Sorry. I'm not the greatest man of times. Alright. This This feels like there'd be a final stage of the museum. Here's your last photos checklist. Okay. So this is the final...
Skin. The practical effects of Leatherface's skin mask proved a difficult challenge for Bob Burns, the art director for the film. Mary Church, who had multiple responsibilities on the original film, including continuity and stunt coordination, noted that Bob spent weeks trying to come up with just homemade varieties of stuff that sort of looked like dried skin. I remember him being concerned about expression, or not being able to do expression, and that there probably needed to be other expressions maybe on the face. Leatherface speaks. In the original script, the infamous dinner scene was quite different. Leatherface had scripted, though completely unintelligible, lines. As Gunnar Hansen recalls, they were written out. His first line is, "A-A-A-O-U-U-U-Ber," and then, "Abe-Goba Aji-Ima." According to Toby Hooper, these lines had actual meaning behind them. Hansen's script notes pointed out that the first line meant roughly, "How are you? Welcome home. Supper's almost ready." The next line meant, "I've been a good boy. I got 'em all."
So you're supposed to speak. Interesting. Ah, nice. Oh.
Leatherface mask. The holes and markings on the forehead of Leatherface's masks represent a hammer to the head. Back then, cows were slaughtered in the head with a sledgehammer, so the holes appear on the forehead of Leatherface's masks to show continuity with how actual cattle were slaughtered.
I got you. This is probably the head. Okay. Whoa, the music.
Leatherface speaks. Masks. The Leatherface masks would become iconic, but they were hard to see through. Gunnar Hansen explained, the masks had one unfortunate feature. Their eye holes were small. They fit snugly, but not around my eyes. And the further the eye holes were from my face, the less I could see. It was like looking down a long tube. I could see only what was directly in front of me.
Wait, what'd that say? No more leg days for this person.
Fake blood. The blood splatter effect on Leatherface's apron during the Franklin death scene required corn syrup, food coloring, and a lot of spitting. Makeup artist Dorothy Dottie Pearl, director Toby Hooper, and even boom operator Wayne Bell knelt by Franklin during the shooting. As Leatherface slashed, the three took mouthfuls of blood and spit it at him. "For me, this was just a delight," said Bell. "I care nothing about horror movies, but this was pretty playful."
That's funny.
Mask, prop, or wardrobe for the role of Leatherface. When Gunnar Hansen had his first meet and greet for the role of Leatherface, Toby Hooper and Kem Henkel were impressed with his size and stature. When Gunnar walked through the doorway into their meeting, Hooper noticed how much space of the doorway Gunnar took up. They knew right away that Gunnar had the physical traits for the iconic role.
Let me give you a hand.
Chainsaw. Gun Interactive digitally scanned an original chainsaw model that was used in the 1974 film, and then made the necessary adjustments to ensure it was as accurate as possible to what was seen on film nearly 50 years ago.
It's been 50! Oh my god. They had to they actually digitally scanned the original chainsaw model. Now I'm excited to rewatch the original. Cause just knowing that it was hell and they had to do a lot of shit.
Real torture. During Sally's torture scene, her screams ultimately led her to shout, "I'll do anything you want," which Marilyn Burns later recollected was the dirtiest thing you could say. It was pretty damn serious. Nowadays it comes out of everybody's mouth. Now they're doing it for free, they're jumping into it. But in those days, "I'll do anything you want," you just didn't say that. You never said that. Burns continues, though, that Sally's torturers, the Slaughter family, don't comprehend that because it's not the result they desire. Rather, she feels that they're so sexually repressed that they can only manifest desire as sadistic cruelty. What makes them even more horrific is the sense that they gather excitement by watching women suffer.
Interesting. Oh. Another leg. Wait, is it our joke? What's this?
Maria Flores photos. Several of the photos used for Maria Flores' story were taken near a massive sunflower field that seemed to go on for miles. While stunningly beautiful, this area was also infested with rattlesnakes. Thankfully, the Gun Interactive crew persevered after a few close encounters with the venomous snakes, and were able to capture thousands of photos to help build the lore of our game's catalyst, Maria Flores.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh dear.
Behind-the-scenes photo, Bull. During research production for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game, Gun Interactive's creative director Ronnie Hobbs, executive producer Ishmael Vicens, and brand strategy lead Matthew Zepp traveled to dozens of locations in rural Texas. Thousands of photos were taken to capture the essence and authenticity of the Texas countryside. During one of these trips, the team at Gun stumbled onto a farmhouse they thought was abandoned, but little did they know they would meet a new friend. A massive bull in a nearby gated field with horns that stretched 4 feet end to end. However, the gate itself was not closed, so the team from Gun found themselves face to face and only 5 feet on the other side of this open gate, with this giant freak of nature. The Gun crew were initially terrified, but they carefully and meticulously walked around the fence while keeping their eyes on this massive creature. They were able to shut the gate, and any crisis was thankfully avoided.
Oh, this is cool. So they actually explained their history of like shit they went through just to make this game.
Real torture.
Okay, guys. So we're in the final stretch here.
Playing with fire. Early on during filming, Gunnar Hansen asked Toby Hooper, "How are we going to shoot the scene where I get chainsawed in the leg?" Toby Hooper replied, "I don't know, but don't worry about it because it's the last shot of the movie." For the climactic ending of the film, the crew wrapped a metal sheet around Gunnar Hansen's leg with a stake taped to it, and a blood bag taped on top of that. Originally, he thought it was a crew member who would run the chainsaw cutting into Gunnar's leg. But Gunnar insisted he would do it himself for fear of the crew member accidentally sawing his leg. The saw didn't have its actual teeth attached to it, so they had to make modifications to the saw itself. At first, Gunnar thought he had sawed his leg, but his leg did become badly burned from sawing into the metal plate that was protecting it.
Interesting. What's the photos? This is definitely a puzzling one. I like the music in this one. Have I opened this? Nope. I'm a little confused and lost. Oh.
How the music is made. Numerous instruments used by Wayne Bell to create the music were children's musical toys. According to Bell, many of the instruments used to create the music of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre were cymbals, xylophones, and shakers. Being that Bell is a drummer, a substantial number of cymbals were used. The audio team also used Bell's K stand-up 5-string bass with a movable bridge which allowed them to change how high off the board the strings are. This brought out the strong sounds of the bass. Additionally, the sound team used a bow, plucking and rubbing various items on it.
I get it. Okay, that's done. Interesting. Oh.
Mask, prop, or...
Okay. Alright. My brain hurts. Just take all the body parts. Okay, the arm is right, but what about the legs? The arm seems to fit right.
I don't know if y'all hear it, like these headphones are so all type of stuff. All the mute. They say in the cold room. Oh shit. What the hell? That chopped off a finger. Oh, we can't pick this up. What arm is this? That chopped off a finger. Can't pick up the pig. Can pick up this? Nope. I'll tell them to examine it. I don't care. I can't pick it up. All these locks. It's up there. Oh, this right. A photo up. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, I think I need to turn up the brightness. Turn that shit up. I can see better now. Because holy shit, it was dark. So that's the exit. I don't see how Leatherface can operate around this damn place. My brain hurts. Ah! Because apparently in the video, dude found the freezer room, and that's where a puzzle is. Another puzzle. But this place is so confusing. Wait. That's a freezer room. How do I get over there? Ah, here we go. 2, 4, 3, 8. 2, 4, 3, 8. No?
How long do I think it'll take?
Okay, that's done.
Leatherface mask.
Bad dancer with a killer arm. Killer.
Oh, it's gotta be a pig head. Killer arm. Bad dancer.
Oh, that something in it. This leg. That hamburger. What's that? There.
Oh, here we go. That looks closely connected. That's the most confusing one, but... we got it. Now the chainsaws.
That's not it. Oh, where can I find them?
It's a clock with a blade in it.
Banned in the UK. The film was banned in over 10 countries, including Great Britain and Germany. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre managed to have screenings in London, England in late 1974, but by February of 1975, the BBFC decided to ban the film. as they were uncomfortable about the threats toward the film's climax and the explicit use of abnormal psychology, and refused to even give the film an X rating. In 1982, the former Prime Minister of England, Margaret Thatcher, along with socially conservative activist Mary Whitehouse, formed the Video Nasties, which led to the banning of several horror films in the United Kingdom. Additionally, in the early years of Prime Cable, channels like HBO refused to air the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Many cable channels avoided the film at all costs.
But now today, we're like, yeah, film that shit. Yeah, that shit. So there's a clock with a blade in its face, and it's killing time. Now where am I gonna find a fucking clock in this godforsaken building? There's so many rooms, and you can easily get lost in here. The dude stumbled upon it on accident. Oh my god, there it is! We got it! Turned in the checklist. Alright. Now we gotta find the fucking exit area. Probably at the end is probably I'm gonna get jump scared and murdered. Feel like that's what's gonna happen. Oh my god. I just want to get out of here. Nope, you're gonna run around in circles, bitch. Oh my god, I just want to freaking get out of here. Ah! And the camera turns you turn like a tank. You're like fucking on PC, you're like phew, phew. I turned the fucking there we go, fucking finally. Alright, now where's the checkout? There we go. Snap checkout. Boop, boop. Chainsaw. Not that chainsaw, it's like multiple chainsaws as I saw. I interact. Scribbles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my god, I gotta write these down. Alright, here we go. Piece of paper, piece of paper, piece of paper. Here we go. Alright, the first one was a 4. Okay, that's a 1. One, 2, 3. Okay, that's a 3. One, 2. That's 2. All right. I think we got the code. Now we got to figure out where the exit is. Then probably finish up the museum. Because I feel like this is kind of as the final. Oh, there it is. Alright, here we go. 4. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Thanks. Oh. There's a person. I'm just looking around. Hang on, lady. I'm just looking around to see if there's any extra dialogue.
Help!
Huh?
Help me! Please.
Hang on, lady.
Thank God! Listen to me. My name is Maria. Maria Flores. Please, find a way to get me out of here. I'm begging you. I don't want to die. Please. No!
So that was Maria. And we were gonna ready to save her, but then Leatherface said, "Yeah, chainsaw time, bitch."
This is a full, yeah, it's all this. And
I completed the museum mode, and it unlocked the photo exhibit. I loaded it into the museum on accident. I completed museum mode. That was actually really fun. took me 2 hours to complete it. Because, you know, some of the dumb moments. Sorry about that. It was getting loud. Alright, sorry, it's spacing out. But that was a really fun mode. I kind of want to play a match with some randoms, but I'm scared because I might run into some assholes that will just be like, yeah, you're done for, quickly. At least the cool part is I think, yeah, the game still gets updates, March 20th. I am thinking about typing out soon. It's been like 2 hours. But I am craving to watch the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie. What's it on? Peacock, Amazon Prime Video, Tubi. I'll be damned. I might go ahead and go watch it.
You're part of the family now. It's up to you to secure the property and stop victims from escaping. The family's way of life depends on it. Keep all doors locked and make sure all exits are closed, trapped, or guarded. Make sure to monitor crucial pieces of equipment like generators, the fuse box, and the water valve pump. The status of these items play a huge role in whether or not victims will have an easy path to escape. Make sure to collect blood from drainage buckets scattered around the map, or by attacking victims directly. Feed this newly acquired blood to Grandpa to make him stronger and more effective. The stronger he is, the more powerful his sonar ability will become. Pretty soon he'll be finding and highlighting victims for the whole family to see. Feed Grandpa enough, and he'll give the family new abilities that can be used for the rest of the match. Remember, Grandpa is the best killer that ever was. Hunt down the victims using abilities and teamwork. Look for signs of movement and listen for noise. Pay attention to your surroundings and keep your eyes and ears open. You never know where one of those victims might be hiding. Speaking of abilities, each family member has a unique ability that can help hunt and track down victims. Careful though, some abilities have limited quantities while others are on a cooldown. So hunt wisely. Once you locate or find a victim, make sure you have a plan. Try to set up ambushes or catch them off guard. The direct approach isn't always the best, so use your fellow family members when possible. But once your plan unfolds and you get them within range, hit them. Then hit them again. And remember, if you do manage to successfully hit or execute a victim, take that blood to Grandpa. He's hungry and needs his strength in order to help you. Oh, don't let a single victim escape. After all, we win as a family or we lose as a family.
This is on Peacock, Amazon Prime Video.
You've been captured by the Slaughter family, tied up, tortured, and left for dead. You must do whatever it takes to escape the family's property at all costs. Find your friends, hunt for life-saving items like tools, bone scrap, and health. But more importantly, locate and open up escape routes before it's too late. The family is hunting, so move quietly and make the right decisions. Your life depends on it. Stay quiet and hidden. Move slowly and carefully to avoid making excessive noise. Use shadows and tall foliage to stay hidden. Take cover behind tall objects to break line of sight. And last but not least, use the environment to manage. Wall gaps, crawl spaces, and unique hiding spots like freezers, armoires, and even vehicle trunks can be used to evade the family. Use them. Watch out for objects that make noise. Moving too fast through the environment can spell disaster. Searching for items slowly will drastically increase your chance of survival. Even moving too fast through doors can give away your location. So stay calm and move quietly. The family is always listening. Find useful items. Tools can be used to break locks on doors. Health items can heal you, while bone scrap can be used to sneak attack or even confront the family directly. These items can mean the difference between life and death. You can only carry 2 items at a time, so choose wisely and try to plan ahead. Unlock exits. The heavy metal doors almost always lead out of the basement. Find and open them. Once upstairs, keep moving if possible. There are multiple escape routes located on the outer edges of the property, so find a way to open them. Some escape objectives like the fuse box and water valve pump require specific items to activate them. These items can be found scattered around the property. Be on the lookout. Escape the family. Having trouble finding an escape option? When in doubt, head towards the main road or rear gate. Those are usually the easiest option, if you can get there. The water valve gate and the basement door exits are also available options if you can find the necessary parts to activate them. The basement door requires you to find and repair the fuse box, while the water valve gate needs the pressure valve handle to open. Once fixed, the escapes will open up for you and your team. Use your abilities to stay alive. Used at the right time, they can mean the difference between life and death. Be careful though. Star sign abilities have a cooldown that will prevent overuse, so plan wisely. Remember, you have been captured, beaten, and tortured, so your injuries are severe. You need to escape before you succumb to your wounds. As the match continues, you will start to bleed out more and more. Be wary of leaving blood trails behind. You can be tracked. Health items can slow this process, but you can't stop it. Escape is the only option. Finding fellow victims and working together is recommended, but not required. Grouping with teammates can have a multitude of advantages, but your total noise output might also increase. Choose your strategy wisely. The only question is, who will survive, and what will be left of them?
So basically, you got a time limit on it's a victim, while it's family. That's interesting. Let's actually try to see if we can do. Let's try playing a survivor. Get a little practice.
Personal belongings linked to a missing Tulsa, Oklahoma couple were found last week. Police say Tim and Tyra Devine seemingly vanished overnight while on a trip through Texas Hill Country more than 6 months ago. The couple's vehicle was reportedly recovered near Cypress Mill last November, but no further evidence has been unearthed until now. Police say a wallet and pocketbook containing IDs matching the husband and wife were found scattered near the Pedernales River. The couple's whereabouts are still unknown. A series of home invasions throughout Bell County have turned into a search for a known fugitive. Omar Pauly, native of Holland, Texas.
Where the hell am I? This'll help.
No.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help. I'm so sorry. Something useful. You're gonna hear me. Anything to numb the pain. Thank you. Seriously?
Seriously?
Keeping this.
There's the 2 armadillos. More on this one. Oh, Jesus. That's a good test run. It's a little bit more complex than like you know, it's more focused on not making a lot of noise, but also just probably when I work with the actual match, probably be more chaotic. Alright. I think I'm gonna tap out here. I had a good time. I'll play more of this probably later on. Because this seems like a really fun game. I might tell AJ about this game. Maybe me and her do a match. Alright, well, I see y'all later.